Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. Today, we're having a town hall on transition to adulthood. And my name is Ingrid Smith. I am a supervisor in the on-duty specialist unit.
My name is Sheila Gavriloff, and I'm a consumer services supervisor in the adult department.
Next slide. Today, we will be covering options for our community as they are transitioning to adulthood, including vocational, college, and community programs. Next slide.
Transition planning can begin before the completion of high school. Your service coordinator will work with you and your planning team to help identify resources you need to be successful in college, at a volunteer site, in getting an internship, or getting a job.
Next slide.
Individuals working towards a diploma can talk with their service coordinators about goals that will be helpful in preparing for life after high school, such as applying for college, college funding and campus support, identifying a vocational training program, writing a resume, how to complete a job application, and participating in a job or college interview.
Next slide. Now, your regional center service coordinator will discuss with you and your planning team to help assist you about options that you may have. One, will help you review the coursework before you leave high school, so that you know what to do before you enter college. Help you to look for resources for financial support, including those generic resources that are out in our community. If you decide that you want to live outside of your parents' home, we can look at talking about living arrangements. And more importantly, your service coordinator will work with you to arrange tours of programs that might be of interest to you. Next slide. So what does that look like? We talked about services and service coordinator assisting and helping you to look at what is needed. We do this through common services that we call. As you can see here, services will look different from what they are when you're in school, because now you're in the community. So we're looking at things such as adaptive skills training, which is your cooking, your cleaning in your home, helping you to be more self-sufficient. Community integration is a program that we have that is helping you to integrate in your community. We want you to be active participants of your community, so we look at things to help you obtain a job, volunteer. Whatever those things that may meet your needs, we look through the community integration program to help you identify that. For those of you who want to live on your own or develop more life skills, because one day you just may say, hey, I want to move out of my parents' home and into my own space with a roommate. We talk about independent living skills. And some independent living skills go a little bit further, even if you're living in your parents' home, to help prepare you for those things that are required on a college campus. Last but not least, we're all very much social butterflies. So social skills training is very important. We need to know who and how and where we can talk in our community. So social skills training is very important, and there are programs that are designed to help you improve in your social skills interactions within others. And last but not least, vocational skills training helps you to learn. It's an additional service outside of high school that will help you look at job training skills. Next slide.
Planning with your IEP and IPP team prior to your final year of high school is important. You'll want to plan and discuss how to enroll into college. What type of support do you need? How to attend college with supports, applying for FAFSA, college funding, and applying for Social Security benefits.
Next. As stated before, adaptive skills training on a college campus. You would get support in your classroom. They'll teach you how to take transportation to your college campus. Remember, we don't have that yellow school bus that can assist us, maybe mom or dad, but there are ways to help you be more independent to get to your college campus. If you choose to live in the dorm or in an apartment or even in your parents' home, you can learn those skills within that on using adaptive skills. And last but not least, and the most important thing is we need, what is college all about and how do I navigate that big campus? And so adaptive skills training will always make sure you know how to schedule your classes, where to go to have lunch, where to go to meet friends, identifying all the resources to help you be successful on the college campus. Next slide.
Do you need services such as college or school support, job placement, training, or other job preparation to help you get or keep a job or advance in employment? DOR has services that can help pay for education, teach job skills, help find a job, and help while you are working. North LA has a partnership with DOR, so contact your service coordinator, or you can contact your local DOR office independently. Some of our local colleges are College of the Canyons, Moore Park College, Valley College, Pierce College, Mission College, Antelope Valley Community College. We also have the West and North Valley Occupational Centers, California State Universities, Cal Lutheran Universities, and other private colleges and universities.
So let's ask ourselves a few questions. Have you asked yourself, what do I want to do in my future? Will I have the support? Can my support cater to me? Can I be part of my community? Well, the Lanterman Act provides support in those areas. You will be able to interact with people in your community that are non-disabled, experience things in your community on the college campus. And also what we do is tailor to you and your individual need and give you the support so that you can get a meaningful job. Next slide. With the support of Regional Center, you can achieve that dream because you have options. Many people want to learn different things. Our supports that we provide to you help you make that dream come true. That even includes if you wanted to be your own business owner. We work together to help you learn the life and work skills that are necessary for your success. Next slide. So when you're on that college campus, that buddy that's with you is going to ensure that you're going to be successful. As we know, college campuses are very big. They're not the traditional small size of what a high school or even we have large high schools, but they're far bigger than that. So the buddy, your community integration is going to make sure that you make new friends, where to go so that you can be comfortable within the college campus. Also help you look for those jobs that could be even on the college campus, and they will support you on the job where you could make the money that you feel good about. Next slide. If you choose to say, you know what, I'm not ready for that college experience right now. I want to take a little bit more time. I want to learn a little bit more about myself and by my needs. I'm sure a lot of parents are saying maybe they're not ready for that large campus. We have what's called life skills training programs. These programs are located throughout the state of California. So yes, you would have to move away. We have a program that's in Taft, California, which is right outside of Bakersfield. Taft Community College Independent Training Program has been around about 40 years, and they teach where you can move to Taft Community College, live in the dorm, and learn how to be independent, as well as vocational skills that you would need so that when you return back home, you can get a job and a place of your own. The college internship program and the college learning experience programs are both located down in Long Beach, and they provide the same type of support, very similar to the Taft Community Independent Training Program. The College to Careers program is a little different. Here, this program focuses on job placement and obtaining your college degree through a partnership with Long Beach City College. This particular program, you're learning how to live independently in a supported arrangement, as well as taking classes so that you can finish with a certificate or an AA degree from a community college. And last but not least, if you wanted to stay local, we have programs such as Nexus, which is through Tierra del Sol, where you can get your certificate or your AA degree or even your 4-year degree at the local schools within this area. Next slide. Now, like most people, we all want to feel an active participant in our community. North Los Angeles County Regional Center holds the belief that every individual has the right to be able to work and contribute to their community. California is what we call an employment first state. So that means it is our responsibility to ensure that everyone finds meaningful work that is in a competitive environment, that they are integrated with others to work. We work closely with our community supports and vendors to ensure that everyone can have access to employment. So talk to your service coordinator and they can work with you on helping to identify the best employment training and employment options for you. Next slide.
Supported employment. It's an individualized employment placement and training with support services. After identifying personal interests and skills, a job placement is created and the individual works with a job coach who assists with work tasks and learns responsibilities for task completion and work quality. Regional center vendors will assist for employment need based on the desired job, determining how many hours of support you might need at your job setting. Regional center vendors will work with you to ensure that you are successful at your job. Next slide. We also have a program called Competitive Integrated Employment. This program is assisting individuals with developmental disabilities to be competitively employed in the integrated work setting, and it's a high priority. Competitive employment means that the individual is eligible for the same level of benefits provided to other employees, and there are other opportunities for advancement that are like those for other employees who are not individuals with disabilities and who have similar positions.
Another incentive program that we have with our community vendors is called the Paid Internship Program. Again, as we stated before, the state of California is about employment first. So this paid internship program, or PIP as it's known, is designed to help people earn money while they are volunteering in their community as an incentive for the employer to say, hey, I love the way that this person works. I would like to take them on to be an employee for me and pay them at the wages that they deserve. So the paid internship program is another incentive to ensure that our community is working and learning the skills. Next slide.
Some of the resources we have here at North LA are the Family Focused Resource Center. North LA also has Consumer and Family Guide. We also have a social media outlet and our Facebook page. Next slide.
Last but not least, the Department of Developmental Services is how Regional Center is guided. You can always go on their website to find all this information that we provided to you. We also have bills. As you know, the Lanterman Act is a bill. It's a state law here within the state of California. And so if there's any changes, you can click on the link to look at any legislation that has changed, as well as the support of all the 21 regional centers throughout the state of California. ARCA is one of our resources. And as you know, we have a very, very detailed webpage. Our North Los Angeles County Regional Center, we have new information that's added daily or sometimes twice a day. So it's important to look at there to see what news is new and going on in our community. We also have the Disabilities Rights California. They are truly our partner in getting out information about what's going on for people who receive regional center services. Stop by our resource library, which is partnered with Family Focused Resource Center, to learn more and obtain resources that we have for you to help you in your future.
Thank you, Ingrid.
Thank you very much.
I think we have some questions in our chat box.
Let's see here. One question is, can you define generic? Not everybody knows when it comes to generic. Okay, do you want to do that, Sheila?
For financial in particular. I think we touched on that in one of our slides referencing to FAFSA or scholarships offered through the college system. Also, the Social Security benefits can be identified as generic financial resources. Those are a couple that I can think of right off the top of my head.
And it's anything that is not funded by the regional center. So scholarships is definitely one, and even the Department of Rehab, who can support you in your college, and the Department of Rehab Services or DOR, that is considered a generic resource for funding as well.
Does that help answer that question?
Okay. Another question here says, individuals may also be in group homes and wanting to be more independent, not just living at home. Can someone rephrase this question? I'm not sure. Are you saying that if someone lives in a group home, can they be more independent? Absolutely. Group homes, just because you live outside of your home, you can be independent, and it's just whatever your goals are. You would talk that with your service coordinator and your IPP planning team to meet your needs. It's not about someone else's. We're here to help you help them.
Given that a lot of our consumers are developmentally delayed, they may not be in high school when they need transition help. I think what this is referencing to is us referring to completing high school, and we can probably correct that in our slide. We mean completing high school and vocational programs. Mainly what we are trying to say here is exiting the LAUSD system. Mm-hmm. And that could be between the ages of 18 and 22.
And then also in regards to that question is that at any time, as long as you're eligible for regional center, you can try any service that you like. There are some programs that have an age limit because they want to teach. Maybe they don't want someone who's 60 years old who might go to the Taft College, but it just really depends on your IPP planning team. So you really want to talk to your service coordinator about those questions for how do you transition to the next level.
I see Mariette, Miss Davis is giving us kudos.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate that. And I think you might be the only attendee typing in the chat box. So we're happy to continue answering any questions. Hi, Dr. Weller.
Hi, Dr. Weller.
Ingrid, it looks like we do have questions on the Q&A. One of them was, what connections has NLACRC made with AVC's Office for Students with Disabilities?
Can you tell me what AVC is? Oh, Antelope Valley College? Is that?
I'm going to assume that that's what they meant.
So every college, every community college, and every college has a student support program. The connection that you would do would actually be your provider. The adaptive skills providers, the ILS providers, or even your community integration provider knows to contact the student disabled program for supports for individuals who are attending college campus. They have a partnership with that. So you would want, along with your IPP planning team, to talk to them about why or how to go about doing that. Even our universities, our four-year universities, private and public, have access to those centers as well.
The next question, if the consumer graduated high school, but it's still a minor, would they have access to all transition services or only eligible at 18?
Here at North Los Angeles County Regional Center, transition services begin at the age 14. So once you've completed high school with your diploma, that is, you're out of high school. So you would be entering transition supports, because now we're looking at, what am I going to do? I'm not going to high school Monday through Friday anymore. So your services will go around working for being a college, job, whatever it takes. All we need to know is that you are out of high school with a diploma. Typically, most people, because they stay in school till age 22, will receive a certificate of completion. And during that time from 18 to 22, you're getting more vocational training through the school district. But if you have your diploma, absolutely, we can work with you the minor or now adult because they're over 18 on identifying what those needs are to help them. Okay. Do we have any other questions?
A reminder to attendees that if you want to raise your hand, we'll be more than happy to enable your microphone so you can ask your question.
And also know that your service coordinator, especially if you're in the transition unit, starting at age 14, please start talking to them about attending your IEP meetings so that they can talk with your teachers on that ITP, which is called an individualized training plan through the school district on what courses you need for both high school diploma or a certificate of completion for vocational training. It's really important to talk to your service coordinator, give them some time, talk with your IEP resource teacher so that they can attend.
We had another question, Ingrid, and I replied to the question. The question was, do you have a list of available paid internships in the Antelope Valley? I asked the individual to provide their email address and that we would send those resources to them.
Yes, and talk to your service coordinator because they do have that list and that they can provide that. Now, just remember, all services through Regional Center are assessed by the need of the individual. So we must be really careful because sometimes John may attend one program, but Sue can't attend the program. It's all based on your individualized needs. And that's what's great about the services that we have, because they're tailored to you. So think about, what is it that I want? What is my hopes? What are my hopes, dreams, and aspirations? And our goal is to assist you in doing that, either through traditional services, or there's other services such as self-determination, or even the participant directive services that you can participate in. So just remember to work with your service coordinator to help answer some of those questions that you may need. And last but not least, the consumers and parents information guide or consumer family guide. Ask your service coordinator about that, because that also details some of the services that North Los Angeles County Regional Center does that's in conjunction with the Lanterman Act.
We have another question. Can we get a copy of the PowerPoint presentation? Thank you for the question, Joyce. I think it is available on our website. If not, we will provide it to you.
It is available on our website. We will share a link.
And it's also being recorded, so you can go on YouTube or Facebook to hear it as well. This is kind of hard for me to sit. No more questions? There was a question just went in here. Oh, thank you very much for the feedback.
I see the link to there's some links here in the chat box that are being provided.
It doesn't look like there are any further questions, Ingrid. Vanessa Coleman says, thank you for the information. This was very helpful. And Marianne Davis is saying, okay, let's do that survey.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. We really appreciate sharing this information with you.
If there are no further questions, we thank everyone for your time. And we remind you that there is a brief survey that we ask you to please help us fill out so that we get all your information is valuable. Thank you so much. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
Thank you.